Hi, my name is Andre and welcome at Your Guitar Workshop. In this lesson we're going to be looking at the second part for Deep River Blues. If you've missed part 1, then make sure to click the link in the video description. It'll take you to the first video and that covers the intro section. In this video we're going to be covering the first verse that he sings. If you want to look at the reference video, I have a link for that in the description as well. If you want the tablature for this video, it's available on my Patreon page. If you want to get future updates from this channel, make sure to subscribe and to click the bell notification icon. If you want to get more in-depth information and deals on things that are about to come, then make sure to subscribe to my mailing list. All right, so you start with the following part. Let me play it for you first, and then we'll get into how to play that on the guitar. Here we go. All right, so what do you do? So the first chord is E, the second chord is E diminished, and that's pinky in third of E, middle finger in second of B, ring finger in third of G, and pointer finger in second of D. All right? When you play that E chord, you play low E, then you strum D and G, then you play low E again, pick top E, and then strum D and G again, like. Then you grab that E diminished chord, and there you play the following thing. So you play E and B, low E and B together, then you pick G, then play D with your thumb, pick top E, then you play low E with your thumb, pick B, and then you strum D and G with your thumb, like this. All right, so in the next bar, you get the following thing. Now that G, open G that I'm playing, that I'm starting with, is actually a pickup. So it's played on the 4 end of the previous bar. The chord that we're fretting here is an E7, so it's your E chord, but then added is your pinky in third position of B. And what you do is you play that open G, then make a hammer-on with your index finger on that G in first position, and at the same time you play low E. Then you pick B string, and then you play the D string with your thumb, like this. Then you play the following thing. So you play low E and top E together. Then you pick B string, and then you play D and G together. So that bar goes like this. Then you get the next bar, and there you play the following thing. So also here you have a pickup, so on the 4 end of the previous bar, we play open G, and then on the first beat of bar number 4, we play A string. Then we play D and B together, then we pick open G with our index finger, like this. Then we play low E, play D with our thumb, and then we play first position of G string with our index finger, like this. All right? And then when I play that first position of G, that's sort of where I switch to the next chord of the next bar, which is your E chord. All right. So let's do those 4 bars together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we get the next bar, and that goes like this. Actually, that was 2 bars. But anyway, so what you do is, so you have that E chord, and you play the following thing. You play E string, D string, Then you put your pinky in second position of B, so you're playing the major 6 there, and you play A and B string together. Then you pick open B string, then you play D string, and then you play open E, like this. So like this, 3, 4. Then you play open E, fourth position, E, then open A, first position A, second position. And then we flat it into the 7th bar. So those 2 bars together, 3, 4. All right, in the next bar, you get the following thing. All right, so what do? So we have a D7 sharp 9 there, what we start with. So we have middle finger in second of A, index finger in first of D, ring finger in second of G, and pinky is in third of B. So what do? You play, thumb plays A, then you play D and B together. Then you move your pinky to second position, and you play A and B together again. And sort of that pinky, index finger sort of strums B and G string. And then you do play that again, but now with removing your pinky, like this. Play D, then put your pinky on second position of top E, and play the top 3 strings. It's like this. Once more, 3, 4. Then you put your middle finger in second position of the E string, and the rest stays the same, so you still keep that pinky in second position of top E. Then you play with your thumb, you play the bass, you strum D and G, and then you strum with your index finger, sort of an upstrokey thing, the top 2 strings. So then you play that bass string again, and then you strum D and G. So like this. All right. So bars 5 through 8 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now all you have to do is link those 8 bars together, and that goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and... So now let's move on to the next 8 bars, and we'll start with playing the first 2, and then we'll explain to how to play that on the guitar. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so what do? So first of all, we've got that chord that we played in the intro section. So I'm kind of assuming that everybody who's watching and following along with this video has done video number 1. So you just grab that chord, and what you play is you start with playing the bass string, then you play D and E together, and then you play B, like this. Then you play E, G, D. Then you go to that second chord that also belongs in that intro, which is basically a E diminished chord, but then with a G in the bass there. And there you do, and what you do is you play E and B together, then G, D, and then G again. So you play low E, then you play D string, and then open G, like that. So So those two bars together, 3, 4. Then you go back to the first chord, and then you play the following thing. So you play low E, then you pick top E, then you strum D and G with your thumb, like. Then you play low E and strum D and G again. Then you go to A7, and there you play the following thing. So you play A string, then D and G together, D and B, pick top E, and then you play low E, like this. Then B, and then you strum D and G with your thumb. So those 4 bars together, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now we go to the next couple of bars, and I'll play those for you, and then we'll get into how to play that on the guitar. Here we go. All right, so what did I just do? So you start out with a pickup on the 4 and of the previous bar with an open G. And what we've done before a couple of times is we have that hammer on with our index finger in first position of that G. And then you play 4th position again of that E, open A, 1st position A, 2nd position A, like this. And then working your way towards that B7 chord that we're getting now. And you fret that B7 chord, so that's pinky in 2nd of E, ring finger in 2nd of G, index finger in 1st of D, and middle finger in 2nd of A. And you play the following thing. So what I do is I play A with my thumb, then B with my index finger, then thumb strums D and G, then I pick top E, then I put my middle finger on the 2nd position of E string, play that, open B again, and then strum D and G with my thumb again. It's like this. So those 2 bars together, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now to the last 2 bars, and that goes like this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what did I do? So there we have again a pickup on the 4 and of the previous bar. So you play that with your index finger. Then we play low E, and at the same time make again that hammer on with our index finger on 1st of G. Then you remove that index finger again. You play with your thumb and index finger. You play G and B, and at the same time make a hammer on with your index finger on 1st of G. It's like this. Then I play E and E together. Then I put my pinky on 2nd of B, so like this. And then either you pick open B and D string, like that, or you don't pick the B string, but you make a pull-off with your pinky, like this. Or, right? Then upstroke with your index finger for B and E. Then you play E, G, D, open B, then you play a hammer on with your pinky in 2nd while playing that open low E, like this. Then pick top E, and then play D with your thumb, like that. Like that. So those 2 bars together, 3, 4. And now let's do the last 4 bars together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now all you have to do is sort of to tie it all together and make sure it's one. So after this, there is a second verse. Now, I got to be honest, in the past couple of weeks, I've been focusing on a tour that I just finished, and that had all of my attention, so I haven't had a whole lot of time working on these tutorials. So I just wanted to get this out so everyone who's started on the Deep River Blues tutorial can go further into it. And I promise that within the next week or the next couple of weeks, I'll finish this tutorial as well as the Jimmy Herring one. Again, if you want to get future updates and you don't want to miss anything coming from this channel, then make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. The tablature for this lesson is available on patreon.com. The links are all in the description, as well as the reference video that I based this tutorial off. If you have any questions or suggestions, just put them in the comments below. That's it for now. Wishing you a great week, and I hope to see you again sometime. Bye.